Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and to part 3 of the Lancaster build, and for the Diorama version. So you may remember that in previous episode I said that I lost a piece. Yeah, well here it is. What has happened was I glued it on, it folded itself over, and that's how I couldn't find it. So what we're going to do, we're just going to give it a bit of a clean up. We're just going to give it a bit of a clean up. We're going to do the same with this as well, so that I'm going to try and just want to try and get rid of that glue as well, so that dried on cement. Right, here goes. Let's see if it'll glue itself on. And I think what we'll do this time, we'll get some blue tack. I'll get some blue tack and then see whether if it'll. I'll get some blue tack and hopefully that will just anchor it in place. Yeah, so let's do that a minute. that seems to be okay there. So just anchor it in. Yeah, there we go. Right, that's now anchored in place. And hopefully that let the glue do its job. So right. Alright. Right. Now we can actually get to work on the fuselage, getting the interior put in. So here's what we're going to do. I'll get part A3 off, and I'll get some masking tape on it, and we'll get priming and painting. Okay, so A3. Which I think is this one. This is this part here, this big long piece. Right. That's the scissors out of the way, so we don't want those anyway. What we do want is these. There we go. Right. So we'll just okay. Okay, I think that's it. I think can't. Oh, we need to get that bit off as well. Okay, right. So what we need to do is have a look at the front and the bomb bay needs to be painted in black. Okay, so what we do is we'll get masking tape. So I just need to actually I'll cut those bits bit too short. So what I want to do, get them off. No, it's a waste of masking tape, but I think that's just about right there. So oh, do you know what? I think I'll just go and prime. I know it's a bit of a waste of masking tape again, but I think what I'll do is I'll just go and prime it, and then we'll just come in and we'll get it up, leave it to dry for a bit, and I'll get it painted. Okay, so I'll be back in a bit. Okay, right, so we're just going to do a bit of touching up with the black. Okay, using the marker pen here, so we'll just... There's a couple of bits here that need touching up with the black, and I'm just going to have a look. Yeah, there we go, right. There we go, so that's that all done. And I think, is that dry enough? That's dry enough, I think. So I think we'll just touch up just a few bits and pieces here and there with where the black spray paint didn't get in. Okay, there we go. Right. So there we go. That's that. Now then, the navigator's desk has been primed. It just needs to be painted. So what we can, so while that is drying, what we can do is, if I can get the clear parts out. Get the decals out of the way from it, because need to cut these open. So right, it's the first time I've actually got these open on this build, so get that out of the way and get that out of the way from it. And so we want part, first of all we want part H12, which is, if I can find it, it's one of the smaller parts. H12, where are you? There. No, H12, no, that's H1 and H3. Do you know what? I've got a funny feeling that's not part H12. It's got to be one of the. It's got to be one of these ones, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. So what we'll do, just if we just twist it off. No, it's just a case of I do the blue tack? There we go. Right. So what we're going to do is just use a little bit of blue tack. Goes in there. I can see if we can try and scratch out a piece of a bit of paint. Just going to use a bit of seems I remember having this problem when I've done the lamp the first time around. Right, let's see if we can have a go getting it. Get the tweezers out, I think. What we need to do is to get that up. Darn thing won't go in. Just go straight through. Come back to me, guys, I'll get it in a minute. Right, so here we go. I finally managed to get that little bit in, but at the umpteenth time of asking. Right, now the next little bit is for this part to go in. Okay, so what we're going to do, this one should be a little bit easier. No, hang on. Got it in the wrong place. Right. Right, so we're working our way back. So we want part H9 now. Which I think is that one there. Okay, so there we go. Right, let's just put a bit more. Now the next part that we want is H1, which will be this one here. Right. Okay, so the next part that we want now is H4. Which is this part here. Goes that like that. So what we do, And there we go. That's all the clear parts in for the left-hand fuselage. Right, the navigator's desk is all painted up and ready to be, is now drying, so that will be ready to be put in. Okay, what we can do in the meantime is to just touch up the control panel with the bit black. While we're at it, that can... And we're going to do the seats as well, because that's... Oh, there we go, right. Right, this is going to be one of the most satisfying parts to do, I think, is to see whether this actually goes through or not now. If I remember rightly last time, it was a bit tight. I don't want for this to break off, so because the wing spars are so flimsy. I might actually go and cut a bit out, especially on this one. Let's try it now a minute, shall we? Ah! That's what I was trying to avoid. Ah, bloody hell. Right, I'm going to have to cut a bit more out. Exactly what I was trying to avoid. Right, let's see if that will go through. Give the there we go. Right, that should go through now, hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, that's gone through now. That's exactly what I was trying. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get the other one widened out a bit. Right. Hopefully that will go through now. Yeah. That goes there. That is. But luckily, that will all get widened, straightened out when the wings go on. That will not get seen when the wings go on. So. Okay, so there we go. But right, so hopefully in the next episode we can get the other fuselage half on. So I think what we'll do, we'll just get some glue in on the top there, and then so just take these out a minute, and then what we can do, just take these out. I won't take them off all the way because what I want to do is to just get enough glue on there. And I'll get some masking tape ready as well. Oh, yeah, sorry, I should have just be a bit careful not to go and put any right. Got to be a bit careful here as well because this is the that should be enough, I think. Right, let's put some glue on there. And missed a little bit on the control panel, on the control column. So just a couple of more bits of masking tape, I think. Because there's two bits I've got to go in there. And also there's got to go on, there's also one that's got to go it's also got to be pull that really tight. Right, so at least we got one half of the fuselage all on. Okay, so in fact, just to make sure of that last bit of masking tape, I'm just going to okay, there we go. I think that's pretty much it there. So, alright, so I'll be back in a bit. Okay, the last little bit is the navigator's test to go in, and then we'll call it a day there. So, okay. And there it goes. Here where I've just glued those holes in. I mean, look, got it wrong. Oh, come on, get in. There we go. Right. I think we're there on that one. And there's just a few bits and pieces that need to be painted black, so I'll try and get that all done. If I can try and get my pen in there. There we go. I think I've done the best I can with it, but there we go. Okie dokie, right. So I think we've done pretty much most of the interior. Okay, there is a little decal that needs to go on the navigator's desk, but we can sort that out in the next episode. All right, so okay, and then we can sort out putting the because the bomb side has got to go in as well. And then hopefully in the and then we can work on getting the other half of the fuselage all put together. Okay, so I'll be back in a bit. Well guys, that's it for this episode, and thanks ever so much for watching. At least we've got one half of the fuselage all on. Okay, we'll get the other half of the fuselage on in the next episode. Okay, so that will be next Sunday. Okay, so in the meantime, if you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Why don't you give it, and also comment, subscribe, and share the video as well, please. And also join me on Wednesday for part 3 of the bomber resupply set build, and we're going to be focusing on the standard light utility vehicle, which is better known as the Tilly. Okay, so in the meantime, guys, thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.